One of the questions on the YouTube was from Retz, who's asking, does it really matter whether you graduate from an expensive law school or not? Expensive law school obviously will help your career, but it certainly doesn't guarantee anything. More than money, you need to have dedication and hard work to succeed in your legal studies and in your legal career. When it comes to cost, it's all about affordability. If you're going to put yourself into impossible debt to get out of by paying for a qualification from an expensive school, it's probably not worth it. Over time, the law school you qualified from means less and less in a career, and how well you work counts more and more. I suppose it's like a car. If you can afford a supercar, you will definitely have the power and the speed and the looks and the handling, but it doesn't make you a good driver. Obviously, a car that keeps breaking down may not get you where you want to go either. So if you look at the affordability of a family sedan, which many parents buy, and improving your driving skills so that you can drive a family sedan better, then that's probably the compromise that you're looking for. So going to a very poor or a scam school must be avoided, obviously. But what you get out of your car within your budget is the same approach you should be taking to the law schools. So balance the price with the features. What do most people do to make sure they get a good car for their budget? Well, first of all, you need to look at where you are going to be using the vehicle. In other words, where is your law school going to be situated? What are the features of the university that you can have locally that you won't have somewhere else? Is reduced cost of transport, maybe a reduced cost of accommodation. So if going to a local law school saves you that because you're living at home, then it may be a very good choice. Better than an expensive school that will bankrupt you before you even start working. Accommodation costs in a big city can be a lot more expensive than in a smaller city. So that may also be one of the features that you look at when you decide a law firm. If you already live in a big city, then it may be worth it because you're not going to have a big change in your accommodation costs. Another factor to consider is, what are you interested in? What type of law are you interested in? If you find an expert professor in a certain field, they may be recognized world leaders in that field, then you may not need to go to an expensive university because that expert may be at a less expensive university. Or if they are in an expensive university, then look for a person who is regarded as a leader in their field at a less expensive university. So you may not get the best professor in the world, but you may get the second best professor in the world in the area in which you're interested in. That will help your career enormously because you're going to have the top person in the country or the world training you. Just to go back on my previous comment about don't go to a scam university, there is an example of a scam university. It was called Carlingford University, and it was a scam university run by a prisoner from their prison cell. Obviously it's been shut down now, but there is a Wikipedia page that discusses bogus universities in the UK, and you can just type in bogus universities in the United Kingdom and go and have a good laugh.